I put myself in the chat. One lonely beastie I be. Oh, you know what? I was running downstairs. I was running towards the basement because I'm like, oh shit, it is 8:00. And I don't even know what time it is. We got Chris for the love of MMA. We got Mike Lee. We got Big J in the house. We got Zach Attack always dropping by. Hope everyone's having a good night. Hope everyone's having a lot of fun. I know we're going to have a lot of fun this evening because you know what, guys? We're closing out OBB. And that it's not a goodbye forever. And I always tell people that it's not goodbye, because when that one thing ends, something always better takes its place. And while that one thing may only be once a week, it's going to be bigger. It's going to be badder. It's going to be longer. It's going to be more fun. We're going to have a blast. And no, we're going to talk about Daniel Jones probably tonight. We're going to probably talk about Saquon Barkley. We're going to probably talk about all those things that you want to talk about. But let's run through the let's see here. Let's run through some of these comments that we already have coming in fast and furious. And I'm not talking Vin Diesel. Everyone's going to miss that, right? You're going to miss that. Trying to find a button here. That's what she said. All right, here we go. Oh, damn it. You know what's stupid of me? I hit that what she said button, and then I get back to the button that I wanted really to use, because I see something I want to use in the button. Just don't mind me. Just don't mind me. We got a lot of people coming in. We got James Williams with the first chat of the night saying, hit that like button so you all can walk into the club for the last time. Zach Attack says, hit the like button so James can sing one last ride. Regulators, mount up. This will truly be the last live stream. I mean, truly. I'm not bullshitting. I mean, we might do a live stream for the draft. Well, this is pretty much it, unless I go on another show. I went on Pest the Analyst show yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. So let's see here. We got here Mike Lee and the zero filter. There's no filter. Sack Attack all says Brock Purdy just played 9 games. That's more touchdown passes. DJ in 18. That ain't lying. You ain't lying. Yes, but DJ deserves north of $30 million.
Warning, sarcasm. Warning, sarcasm. Warning, sarcasm.
I love that. I keep reading where the jump off point for Daniel Jones should be $28.6 million for 1 year. And then what the Giants should do is try to give $20 million up that first year and then extend it out and give him a longer term deal, at least 5 years. So you can lock in. I love it because one article quoted it saying you can lock in the most valuable position. Was I the only one that watched this season? I mean, seriously, was I the only one that watched every Giant game? And I'm not being facetious. Was I the only one? Because I saw a guy getting yelled at multiple occasions on the sideline by Joe Judge. I see a pared down offense. I see a running back that came back from an injury and ran for 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns and whatever he had receiving. I see a quarterback that at one point in time completed 16 passes behind the line of scrimmage in one game. I saw a quarterback that had 2 fourth quarter comebacks that threw the ball once in those 2 games in the fourth quarter. I saw a quarterback that was exposed by a good Philadelphia defense. Not a great Philadelphia defense. Philadelphia's got a good defense, not a great defense. They have a good defense. Got exposed. Looked like a deer in the headlights. I saw him miss a wide open Darius Slayton. I saw him overthrow a wide open Richie James. I saw him multiple occasions look downfield and not throw the ball. But yeah, the jump off point should be 28 million. Mike Lee says, hopefully Joe has learned from Leonard Williams. No, he hasn't. Sounds like Dallas is going to get rid of him. Yeah, I don't think we've learned. Chris, for the love of MMA, says, finally, optimism with the organization. I hope Joe is ruthless with the contracts as well. I really do. And I said it today on Twitter. I said he needs to be bold, but he also needs to stay within control. Do something different. Shake it up a little bit. But don't put yourself in and I keep saying this to people, even if you clear out 60 plus million and you give a low end contract and make it 20 million, let's say that first year for Daniel Jones, you've already taken away. You only have 40 million left. You're not going to give them, then you are not giving Saquon Barkley 10 or whatever he wants. He wants 16. You're not giving, let's say you even give Barkley 10, you now have 30. Then you have your rookie draft class, which is 11 million. You now have 19. You have 2 guard positions you need to fill. You need at least 2 wide receivers. I would like to get a better pass catching tight end. You're going to have to replace your running back. You are then going to need to get at least 1 cover linebacker, 2 inside linebackers, a CB2, potentially a strong safety because you're probably going to let Julian Love walk. And you're going to have to get some help on the defensive line because you really have no true defensive end who understands the concept of controlling the edge and hanging on to the run. I've already said I think they're going to take a step back next year. I think it's going to be like the 17 Buffalo Bills. Make the playoffs, lose to Jacksonville. Tyrod's gone. Trade it up to get Josh Allen. And I love this is what drives me fucking insane. This drives me fucking insane. Well, what better option is there? Your theory for holding on to Daniel Jones is you think you can't find a better option? That is people's concept. That is their philosophy. Well, what's better out there? You could potentially have something. I guess with Brock Purdy and other people like that, they're like, well, what's better out there? Well, let's throw in Brock. He's only got his team in the NFC Championship game. Oh, right. Balls of fire. Bad respect to him and the rest of the Big Blue fam. We got Jay in the house. What's up? Zach Attack dropping in. People love to forget that Joe Shane traded away Tyrod Taylor to Baltimore after the 2000. Yes, you're right. Mike Lee says, too bad we can't trade DJ for Willis. That would make Tim's day.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
Oh, and to all the pinheads, and you know who you are. There's a lot of fucking pinheads. To all the pinheads that all they could use is Malik Willis as their jump off point for things that I got wrong. That's the best you got. That's like when people go, you're old. Really? Holy shit. I didn't know that. Oh my God. I'm old. That just cut me to the quick. Next, you're going to tell me I'm dashing and handsome. Let's see here. Stan says here's for the last ride. What's up, Big Stan? We're riding out because we're a cowboy, and on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. Hopefully not dead. Hopefully not dead. What else we got here? We got Dominic Palmer dropping in. Big time Dom. Dom is all the way in the morning. It's like 2 a.m. in the UK. I don't know where Dahmer is. I would tell Dom to come on, but he's probably not looking his most dapperness. Todd Taylor says, did anyone invite Daniel Jones? They should. We got Montana, New York. It's always good to see Montana. We got the OG knockout dropping into his house. We got Mr. Matthew also. Hello, Matthew. Good evening. We got It's Like a Hurricane. We got Ohio Hurricane always dropping in. Emmanuel. My brother Emmanuel always coming in saying it's hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Oh, I don't remember the rest of the song. What's your new channel, Tim? The new channel is going to be, well, there's 2 new channels, but the Giants channel is New York Giants Straight Talk. It's already a podcast, and it's actually going to take over and be part of Online Big Blue. Well, it's not. It's going to take over the Online Big Blue channel. I should rephrase it. Yes, that's a better way to put it. It's going to take over the Online Big Blue channel. So you're going to once a week, you will still get content from me, and that content is going to be like 45 minutes to an hour long. But I'm not going to do any live streams. Maybe for the draft, and maybe I'll go on somebody's show. But it's going to be right here. So I always tell people don't unsubscribe. I think the date is. I think it's going to be every Thursday. I'm thinking every Thursday. I'm trying to see if we have the promo. We had the promo up. Oh, the promo's up on the website already. Not on the website, on whatever it's called, the Twitter page and on the doohickey thing. And we also have the new channel coming up, which is going to be Return to Gotham, and that's New York Sports Talk. But we're not going to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about Giants right now. We're talking about the G-Man right now. Oh, we got a big super chat coming in from the Zach Attack. Zachary says, so-called creators say that trading up in the draft is giving up assets to fill holes on a team. Fail to realize when you give up assets to re-sign DJ. You're right. They do fail to realize. It's always that way. Because they don't think rationally, they think like fans. And that's going to be the best part about the new channel is also. Because even on the promo, it's bigger, it's bolder, it's louder. So things that I've always wanted to say and things that I always wanted to do on the new channel is going to, what is that thing right there? Oh, there we go. The things that I've always wanted to say and do on this channel, I'm doing on the new channel. So it may be longer. Like I said, it's going to be longer, but you're going to get one a week. And then I might throw in some YouTube shorts. And then, like I said, and then in 2 weeks, Return to Gotham, NFL in New York Sports Talk is already up the channel. So if you want to go to Return to Gotham, I think I have it. I think I have it in the banner already. Yeah, here it is right here. That's the new, that's going to be the new, just all New York sports channel. And that's going to be Return to Gotham, New York sports. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we're here to talk about DJ. We're here to talk about a lot of things. And Mike Lee has to come out and say, Dom, up in pop. It's closing time. Yeah, it's closing time in the pocket. It's 1 a.m. Dom says here. Is rocking it at 2 a.m. Kudos to him. See, Dom, you're a big vagina. And I say that with all the love and respect. Dom says, and you need to leave the room for operational cap space. There's another 10 million. I mean, there's just so many things going on. We got Ron Juan. What's up, Ron? Timmy, I had to come in for the last episode. Gonna miss you, man. What's up, Ron Juan? We got Glenn said, DJ's not a good quarterback. Please. You're right. You guys are crazy. Nobody's crazy. I am a little crazy. I am a little crazy. We got Lorenzo in the house. If you do not know, A Talk with Zoe is now Lorenzo's channel. So make sure you come and find Lorenzo's channel. Make sure you subscribe to him because he's going to be carrying the online Big Blue Torch. Ohio Hurricane says, everyone thinks Jones is coming back because of the press conference. You know what's funny about the press conference? I've said this before, and I said this on the show I did, the Twitch thing or whatever the hell it was I did last night. No one's ever lied in a press conference. It's shocking. It really is. No one's ever lied. No one's ever said one thing and did something totally different. Because that's just not what people do. Because Joe just wants to give everyone his game plan for 2023. I'm surprised he didn't just have his draft board like on a big whiteboard behind him and say, these are the guys we want. And these are the free agent guys we're going after. It's called misdirection. Oh, my God. What's up, Timothy? Timothy says, Tim, I guess this is goodbye, but I'm going to miss you so much. I'm not dying. You're going to get one giant show a week. One a week. And it's going to be bigger. It's going to be badder. It's going to be bolder. It's going to be louder. I'm going to jam a lot into like 40 minutes. Someone told me I should do it live. I'm not going to do it live. Maybe I will do it live one day. I don't know. But the new channel is going to take up a lot of time as well. But it'll be good. It'll be fun. What does Vincent say? Jones can hang around with Archie Manning's drafts until I can't wait that long. I cannot go through the pains of another year of Daniel Jones. I really can't. And there's nothing wrong personally with the kid. But I can't deal with the Daniel Jones neophytes. I can't deal with the panty boys because of the fact that they just don't get it. They don't. They can drive me crazy. We got Hurst for real. What's Hurst for real? Says Giants should look into Tremaine Edmonds and T. Higgins. They're not. T. Higgins isn't going anywhere. T. Higgins is a huge insurance policy for Chase, Jamar Chase. And it's one of those things. Didn't they go 6-1 when Chase went down and Higgins played this huge role? And now the question is, does Higgins make Chase and does Chase make Higgins? But he's not going anywhere. He's got a ridiculously low contract next year. They're going to try to lock him up. Todd Taylor, did you see the man handoff in the quarterback rollouts? No one could do that. Nobody. Todd, you were 100% right, man. Not even fucking with you here. You were 100% right. Nobody is better than handing the ball to Saquon Barkley, play action rollout, and either dumping it off to the tight end or running. No one else could do that. No one else in the league. Nobody else. Ray Charles is a better option than Daniel Jones. Hey-ho. Logic's Money says, Big Tim, I've learned how many Giant fans don't understand football, are emotional, delusional, and content creators are even worse offenders. Again, Tim, thank you for being you. I had a conversation with Dom, and I don't want to read the text message because, it was actually, we were talking about some things that, I've been hanging out with Dom for a couple of years now, and he was talking about some things that I guess, that I do that he's kind of incorporated a little bit or trying to take on a little bit of an understanding of some things that you can do and cannot do in life and get away with it. And, sometimes you just have to, be, you have to be that person that you need to be to get things done. And, he's like, it's like, if anything, I've taken that away, from knowing you. And it was a great comment. And my thought process also was the fact that it's not easy being me. It's not easy being green. Vince said, and tag and trade Jones, start Tyrod Davis back a couple years from now, draft Archie. Man, here's the problem. You can't tag him. It's a $32 million cap hold, and it's an immediate $32 million cap hold. So you are rolling the dice with free agency. Well, Moet Olson says, good luck, Tim. Wishing you nothing but the best. And like I said, guys, don't go away. It'll be once a week right here on this channel, right here. New York Giants Straight Talk. It'll be right here on this channel. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you still hang out. I'm trying to find the damn promo. I don't know what I did with the promo. Oh, here we go. What is this? Oh, it's the red logo. Hold on. See, we got it. Hold on right here. Let me put that. Can I do this? Hold on to what we got. Got a little, sure is a lot. So much for love. Here we go. I found the. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're all gonna just miss me doing this. You're all just gonna miss me doing that. I don't know if the music plays. Let the music play. We don't get away. Second logo. But then, like I said, we got all that. We got all this stuff coming down the pike, guys. We got all this fun stuff. So don't go away. Don't go away, man. Just go away. Because of the fact that we're gonna have a lot of fun. We are gonna be doing stuff that people are gonna be like, I mean, I can't show everything we're doing, but like I said, we got video sound effects, we got video clips coming in. We got all this stuff coming in, and like I said, the new show is gonna be like a talk show. It's gonna be like an extravaganza. We're gonna have Samuel L.
Must have lost his goddamn mind.
Lost my mind because we're gonna be doing all this stuff. So you just wait, just wait. And Dom is right. Poppycockers is closing its doors. If you do not know, the online Big Blue store, which is on the bottom of the of all the videos, has merchandise, and it has Poppycocker merchandise. So make sure you go and get your Poppycocker merchandise. What did Mr. Sting have to say? Tim, I may sometimes disagree with your take or agree with him, but I respect you and love your content. Excited for the new adventures. I'm excited too, and I appreciate it. And like I said, I've never wanted people to always agree with me. I always wanted people not, so we can have a debate. Mr. Alvarez, the Giants schedule next year is going to play the AFC East, NFC West, and the Packers and the Saints and the Raiders. I don't like the Giants' chances regardless. Can't wait for the podcast. Oh, I can't wait for the new show either. I think it's going to go out Wednesday or Thursday. It'll be every Thursday. But I think the first episode is either Wednesday or Thursday. And like I said, I just want everyone just to, if you don't have podcasts, like you don't have a podcast format, make sure you just come here because it'll be here. It'll be here. What does Matthew have to say? Matthew says, I'm glad it's not goodbye. It's just good night. It's just an end of, one thing. It's a start of a new thing. Dom says, hello, Logic's Finest. Matt, for real, what's up? We got Hirschfeld. We got any questions. We got Skyline saying, Sim, do you still have the Terrell Owens field, not my quarterback sound effect? Do I have that? Hold on. It's funny. I started labeling the soundboard, but I think I took that out and
it's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
It's a quarterback, man. It's my quarterback. How could you say that about Daniel Jones? Look at that haircut. Montana says New York Sports Channel. Yours, Tim. Just contributing. Just contributing. It's actually going to be. It's actually going to be mine. It's not mine. It's being done by a media company that I'm the host of. I'm the host of, and they were nice enough to take over the online Big Blue moniker, but their decision process was not that we don't like the online Big Blue stuff, but we want to change the name of the channel and make it more indicative of what you do and who you are, and make it once a week. And I understood when they said they wanted to do that, and I was fine with that. So it's like I said, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be bigger. Like I said, it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be louder. I think their tag is I think it's bigger, louder, and bolder. Is what they're calling it. So like I said, it's New York Giants Sports Talk. No, I mean not New York Giants Sports Talk. I gotta get the freaking names of these shows right. I've already been yelled at that I've already gotten them wrong like 100 times. And here we go. The show is going to be Return to Gotham. Here I'm going to take whoops. Here we go. Go there. It's going to be Return to Gotham, New York Sports Talk. So make sure you come out, make sure you listen. But like I said, don't leave the Giants channel, because the Giants channel is going to be even more explosive. So what do we have here? Well, I got Derek Ramirez in the house too. Tell me why these analysts and former players are saying such good things about Jones. I don't get what they see in him. It's funny. You have some that are, and you have a lot that aren't. And I think a lot of times it's riding the bandwagon. It's riding the Daniel Jones train. Come on, ride the train and ride it. Quad City DJs, we call it the train. You know what? The hook for that song was actually done in a studio in Orlando. And I was actually my friend owned the studio, and I was actually in the studio when they were doing the hook for that song, when they were doing Quad City DJs, the train. Little fun fact. But sometimes it's just about being right with analysts, that they just kind of want to go along with the flow. They want to go along with the content. They want to create it and kind of go from there. We got Derek Ramirez in here saying, Tim, happy to be there. OBB had a great run. The future is just so bright. It is. It's going to be fun. What do we got here? Oh, what we got here, my friend? Hey, Tim, has anyone said you look like, who is Jim Cornette? I don't know who that is. Who is that? No, I have not been told that. I've been told I look like a young Burt Reynolds. People are like, who the fuck is Burt Reynolds? Damn, you are old. Joey G says, I thought the Eagles game was a normal DJ on primetime. He's 1-10 now in primetime. I mean, what else do you want? Mark Hernandez is in here saying, DJ did good this year, just need a little more help. And I've said this before, and I've said this a million times. Many people have said this. If you keep complaining that you don't have an offensive line, you don't have weapons, then more likely you don't have a quarterback. And are we going to be in year 7 saying, well, you know what? The grass on that play when DJ tripped was 3/4 of a centimeter higher than the rest of the field. So, it wasn't his fault. When does something become somebody's fault? When does From Cop and a Half? That was a bad movie. When no worse than Stop where my mom will shoot with Sylvester Stallone. When does something finally become someone's fault? I mean, I'm not picking on you. I'm just asking the question mark. When does it finally become DJ did this? When does it finally become he can't do this? When does that happen? Year 10? Where we have one playoff win? I don't know. Hurst for Real said, don't sleep on Daniel Jones. He has a higher ceiling than Wilt Chamberlain's living room. That's pretty low ceiling because Wilt Chamberlain's dead. And I think his living room is a coffin. So that's a pretty low ceiling. It's kind of a morbid joke, but that's all right. Oh, that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Cocaine. The voice, Eddie Murphy voice. I'm very happy to be here. I was watching Trading Places. Merry New Year. What does Vincent have to say? If Tyrod can stay healthy for a season, it would actually be much more of a not much of a downgrade if we let DJ walk. I don't think Tyrod can stay healthy that long. I think you would need a contingency plan. I think you would need a rookie quarterback that you would be comfortable bringing in like week 7 or 8. But I do think I think he could do it. I think he could do it. Todd says, let's trade for Rodgers. Screw the Jets. We don't have $50 million to trade for Rodgers. I wish we did. Logic finds Jones refuses to think. Signing Jones takes up all your cap space, which the Giants don't have. Will Jones take a $4 million contract? Saquon can't get paid either. What about the rookies? Here's the only issue is if you give Jones that payday and you backload the contract, which you're not going to do, you have to remember the bonus money, which is all guaranteed. You could potentially you are rolling the dice so big time that if it craps out, you have just imploded your cap for the next 3 years, and you still need to draft a quarterback in 2024. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. James Williams says, tell Dom that Cinnamon Apple Bottoms still owes me a dance. Cinnamon Apple Bottoms, you know what? She is special. Glenn says, please check out my channel, Eat Sleep Sports. Okay. Is it on YouTube? Okay. I'm going to go to, hold on, Eat Sleep. Hold on. Sports. Eat Sleep Sports. Is this the one with, there's a bunch of them. Which one is it? Which one is it? Glenn, get the link and put the link in the thing. Put the link in the thing. I know that's technical talk to put the link in the thing. You know what I'm talking about. What's up, Kareem? How's it going, my brother? How you doing tonight? Logic's Finest says, King of the Almost Sack.
King of the Almost Sack.
Is stuck for one more year doing absolutely nothing and showing his useless spoon move. Why can't trade him? Because you can't trade him because of the cap number. Because you got to remember, we have a dead cap number for him in 2024 of $5 million. Someone was like, well, we need to renegotiate his numbers and we need to move some more money into that dead cap number in 2024. Yes, because we should eat away more cap space that we have in the future. I'd gladly play you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Just doesn't work. Give us the Wonka before you go.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Think you gonna get away with it?
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Okay, everyone, the Wonka button is number 39. So if you want a Wonka, just say 39, and then I will Wonka. Send me a link so I can come in with you live. Well, we're not actually gonna have anyone live right now because, like I said, I want to hang out. I'm being selfish tonight because outside of maybe being on somebody's show, this could be the last time. I'm still going to. Someone asked me this question. This was actually a really good question. They asked me. They DM'd me on Twitter. They said one of the things that they liked about Online Big Blue is that I always tried to answer everyone's question or everyone's chat, like when a video came out. And the cool thing is now that we're doing a video once a week. Yeah, I can still do that. Yes, I'm going to still try to answer every comment in the comment section. It's not easy being this awesome. Matthew says, I'm going to follow 100% first. Sure, 1,000%. Tim loves those 90s music, house music. I love how, I mean, I grew up on 90s house music. I didn't grow up on it, but that's just one of the things. Because right now in my head, all I'm hearing is let the music play. You can get away. I don't know why it's in my head right now. Mike Lee says, also, it's the Homer analyst and talk show host that sing DJ's praises to loud. He's right. You can't go on FAN. You can't go on these other shows without them spewing the virtues of Daniel Jones. And I told a story yesterday that I spoke to somebody that is in the AFC, and he actually works for a certain team right now, and they have a below average quarterback. And I jokingly said to him yesterday, I said, well, Daniel Jones is going to be on the market. And his response was, and? I said, well, you need a quarterback. He goes, we don't need that quarterback. I was like, oh. Jim Cornette from WWF, manager of the Midnight Express. I still have no idea. Okay, hold on. Let me look up Jim Cornette. Oh, there he is. No, he's an author. Cornette. Zach, where are you at? You're supposed to Twitter this shit and then send it to me. Cornette. WWF. Okay, WWF. No, I don't know. First of all, I have more hair than he does. I have more hair than he does. Okay. Burt Reynolds from Cop and a Half. I already laughed at that one. Old school manager, WWF. Look at him. I just did. Dom of the McPalmer says, would you realistically like us to sign a free agent? I don't expect us to go big given what we need the cap space to re-sign Thomas, etc. And I think Shane is thinking longer term. Like I said, you have to hope that Shane is playing chess and the rest of the league is playing checkers. Because I've said this a million times before. The coach thinks of it as an at game, at season, at a time. The general manager needs to think 3 years down the road. That's his job. That's what good general managers do. As Jay said, it would be a bad idea. Would it be? No, I would give Derek. I love Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr in the right situation. I know he's 32 years old, but I think in the right situation for a 4-year period of time, probably for less amount of money that you're going to have to give it to some other guy. I think he's a better option. Lady says, yeah, whoops. Yeah, Mike Lee, walk around with a tennis ball. Walked around with a tennis ball. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Logic fans, Jones was average. Saquon is the reason why Giants won games. Luck had them 4-0, which means about the delusional fans, when you're playing good teams, the Giants, 2 games. You're right. And the ball, I said this before, the ball bounces differently every time now. You're not going to get the same bounces this year, and you have to be realistic and understand that we got a lot of breaks this year. The ball broke our way a lot of times in that 6-1 streak. But then people forget the 3 6-1 following that, the 10 games following that, the 3-6. And technically, we probably should have been 2-7-1 because that was pass interference in the end zone. And we got lucky at that last play in Jacksonville. I mean, so, it's not always going to break our way. Orlando says, glad to be a part of the last live stream. Well, Orlando, I'm glad that you made it in. Any thoughts on Anthony Richardson? He's got a lot of a Kiwi Smith. He's got a lot of, and God rest his soul, Dwayne Haskins. He's kind of like Daniel Jones, where he is more of a, he's not more of a scrambler. He's more of a runner. And there's a difference between being a scrambling quarterback and a running quarterback. Kind of got to go from there. Matthew says, what would be the best quarterback trade to pursue? Trade? No, there's no trade. I can't give up assets. Cannot give up assets. I can't give it up at all. Indian one. Spice says, oh snap. Final live stream. It's crazy. But like I said, the party's not stopping. The party's just going to once a week, and we're not doing any live streams anymore. Orlando says, a crazy stat that I just saw today. Daniel Jones has 2 more touchdowns this year than Brock Purdy. Crazy stat. In reference to crazier stat is Justin Fields has more touchdowns than Daniel Jones. And I think we can all arguably say that Justin Fields has even less talent. You had to go out and get Alex Leatherwood to start on your offensive line. Here she comes now saying money, money. Big Dom says Rodgers would be a special teams option. Many options. We can't guarantee that he wouldn't be icky. He would. It's funny. I laugh because I think that if Rodgers goes to the Jets, is it the same thing like when Brett Favre went to the Jets? That kind of freaks me out a little bit. Baker Mayfield is an upgrade. I had a lot of respect and a lot of high hopes for Baker Mayfield, but he proved me totally wrong. Proved me that he has moments, but also he's not leaving the Rams. They're banking on all the other holes being plugged in 1 or 2 years while paying Jones. Odds that's not good. It's going to happen. You're right. You're 100% right. That's not a good odd. Vincent says, if you were the GM, what are you doing at quarterback going into next season? Well, I'm glad you asked that. Let's do this. Let's do this like a talk show host, like a call-in show. We got Vincent from Minneapolis. Yeah, Tim, I just want to know if you were the GM, what would you be doing at quarterback going into next season? Vincent, that's a great question. And I'm glad you asked me that because no one's ever asked me that. Really, no one actually has asked me that. I'm drafting a quarterback. I'm making a trade. I'm watching the draft board because Chicago's trading out. You know, there are certain teams that aren't going to in the top 10 that aren't taking a quarterback. I'm trying to jump into the top 10. I am. I'm trying to jump into the top 10. And I'm trying to pick a guy that I feel is going to be the best prospect for the Giants. And I'm holding on to Tyrod, and I'm starting Tyrod for maybe the first 5-6 games. And then I'm slowly working the kid in and going that way. Because like I said, I think we're going to take a step back with this schedule. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. What do we got here? You think the Giants might go for Richardson? You know, it's funny. I mean, there seems to be this symbiotic relationship between like Richardson's agent and Joe Schoen, or either that, or he's just stalking Joe Schoen. So you never know. I mean, you've watched Joe Schoen has talked to Richardson. I said that, I pointed this out during the season multitudes of times. I think it's been missed. And I spoke to people that have worked in the league. I spoke to one guy that worked in the league for 35 years, and he said he had never seen this before. Joe Schoen, early in the season, on Saturdays, went on multiple scouting trips to look at quarterbacks. And I've had people say that I've never seen a general manager, go and look at quarterbacks when he had a game the next day. He's never seen a general manager do that. And Joe Schoen did that for like 6 weeks in a row. That tells you something. Hirschreal says, I'd rather have DJ than trade for any quarterback. Really? What if you could trade for Patrick Mahomes? I see a Chase Blackburn jersey in the back. Yes, this is my man cave. If you haven't noticed, this is my man cave. That's my Chase Blackburn jersey. What I went and did is, I'll move out of the way a little bit so everyone can see my trophy room. I got all these trophies. Of course, this is the trophy room from Inside Giants Stadium. It's just such a great green screen. Excuse me. It's funny how some fans are willing to have Shane pay him $40 million for a quarterback who can't see the whole field, while saying he needs 2 number ones and offensive line help. Yeah. OG Knockout says the schedule is going to get tougher and Jones is going to get more exposed like the Eagles. And I think that's what everyone needs to be consistently afraid of. We got James Williams. We only won 1 game in the division, but he deserved, and that's another point that everyone seems to omit. We won 1 divisional game. Technically, we probably should have won 0 because Darnay Holmes, that was pass interference in the end zone. I always love it the next day when the league comes out and says, well, yeah, that was 100% pass interference. Our bad. Jay says $40 million for a quarterback could get us better. What do we got here? Logic's Finance says Jones is a one-read quarterback who can't score in the red zone, can't score in the red zone, can't score in the bedroom. I don't know. I'm just joking. And the biggest game of his career, he didn't choke. He died. That's who we want. That's not who I want. Glenn says, what does Glenn say? Glenn says, you deserve being selfish, and I'm going to miss your real YouTube answering. I'm not, like I said, I'm still going to answer them. It'll be 1 video a week. It's going to be right here. It's going to be, and I'm still going to, like I said, I'm still going to answer all the questions. I am. Oh, wait, do I have the, hold on. Do I have the promo? Oh, so I got to see if I have the promo here. I don't know what they did with the promo. Because they sent me so many of these promo things that they did. And they must be like really proud of them because I keep sending them to them and they want me to use them. Oh yeah, I like this. I love this one. This one I love. I'm gonna pull this one up. I love this one. They send me all these promos things to do, and I'm supposed to do like what is it called? I'm supposed to do like shorts, but I'm not gonna do what people tell me to do. Just because you're paying me, I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do. Screw you. I'll do whatever the hell I want to do. Want to know why?
Motherfucker must have lost his goddamn mind.
That's all we're gonna say about that. I'm gonna upload the 60. Here we go. Here's the. It's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be awesome. Let the music play. You can get away. Let's see. I gotta go down here a little bit because I'm missing a lot of things here. Oh, T Brad's in the house. T Brad's in his house. What's up, T Brad? Hurts for Real says Anthony Richardson is a boomer bust. Name 14 good pro quarterbacks from Florida. Hit that like button. Yeah, hit the like button. How many likes do we have? I don't even know how many likes that we have because that can't be right. Is that right? Oh, we got 36 likes. I thought we had 8. I was gonna say, motherfuckers, you don't hit the like button. I'm just gonna sit here. What are you gonna do? Tell me I can't do another live stream if I just sit here and do nothing? What's up, T Brad? We got Mike Lee saying way too early, but what position would you address with the 25th pick? We don't have the 25th pick. We're gonna have the 10th, and I'm taking a quarterback, and his name is blank. Richardson I think Richardson could be interesting, but there's a lot interesting to his game and there's a lot of things to his game there's a lot of things that could be beneficial in the pro style offense, but there are also some things that could be a huge detriment. James Williams says we won 9 games and 5 were against the AFC. You're right. We got 2, Brad. Brock Purdy played like 5 games, and Brock Purdy is like he's Purdy. Jersey Beaner says, hey, Tim, do the Giants regret not picking up DJ's 5th-year option? No, I don't think they do. Personally, I don't think they do. Do you regret that? Short-term option says the Dom, why aren't you coming on? Short-term. I can't even talk. Succotash. Short-term option. Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback in the NFC. He is. Brock ain't cute, but he's Purdy. Hey-oh, you have to go live for the draft. I am thinking I am going to go live for the draft. I do think that. And Dom, I'm reading your comments, said blank is the quarterback from Duke. I'm going to give you the early rim shot.
That's what she said.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I got to push all the buttons.
That's what she said.
Let's see here. Dak has more TDs and got hurt for 5 games and was the down season for. I did mention that Dak did get hurt. And Dak actually played less games with some people, I don't know. I love this. My bad for using an acronym that means 2 things. Yes, you did. You used an acronym. Zach, Google acronym. And then text it to me. Yeah, Dom, don't do that again. Let's see. Richardson is a 2-year project for scouts, for Dable, maybe even a full-time training. I don't know. Dom, you are my short-term option. Money Mitch says Jones is definitely better than Dak. Really? Over the last 4 years, to be honest, who had better statistics? Who played in better games? Not even gonna get into it. The Titans missed a field goal 1 yard short with the Jags. Kayvon deflecting the Aaron Rodgers pass. Lamar's bad playing the final drive, and the pass interference coming Washington. Luck swings in our fair lot. Yeah, you're right, 100%. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, my brother? Hope everything is well. Let's see, Mitch. What do we got here? Money Mitch says, Tim, question: if you don't like any of these quarterbacks this year, do you then keep Jones? No, because I can find a substitute. And he's a substitute for another guy. He looks pretty cool. Now I'm singing the Who. Ohio Hurricane says, how about starting Tyrod and drafting Hooker? Hooker, like I said, I like Hooker a lot. The age doesn't scare me. Only because of the fact that he is physically matured. So you don't need to worry about what his body type. The ACL doesn't frighten me. His availability and the best ability is availability is what frightens me. But if you get him in the 2nd or the 3rd round, I'm happy with that. I would be happy. I would be happy that. Orlando says one thing folks don't realize is before DJ took a snap. Oh, I must have missed the question. Here we go. Joe Shane was scouting CJ Stroud before Jones took a snap. He was. Hurst for Real says, I'd take a flyer on Hooker. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
All right, what do we got here? Kayvon was absent on Saturday, too. Hooker is hurt, isn't he? Yeah, he tore his ACL. Todd says, weird that Burnett and Hooker are older than the quarterbacks left in the NFL playoffs. It's true. I didn't even think about that. And out of all the 4 quarterbacks in the NFL playoffs right now, only one. This would be 3. This would be 1. Only sign language. Only one is not on his rookie deal. That says something. Is Hooker a bigger reach than Malik? I don't think so. Hooker was playing himself into the first round. Hooker was Heisman. He was doing the Heisman here. He was. What do you think, baby Saquon? I like hookers, but the one from Tennessee. Found baby Saquon. Let's see here. No, he's not a Brandon Whedon. He looks like another Brandon Whedon. He's not a one thing. I never liked Brandon Whedon. I never liked his skill set. Wait, an old hooker. Bobbing for applesauce.
That's what she said.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy tonight. Logic's Mind says Andrew Thomas took a huge step. He took a step backwards this season. He needs to return to his second season form. He was all pro. It wasn't a Pro Bowl. He was all pro. Jack says, I can't understand people wanting to commit to mediocrity. I think in some ways that sums it up. And I can't believe that people, Fabian, what's up, my brother? I can't believe that people, their thought process is this. Well, there's nobody better. So we'll just keep them. So your philosophy is you don't really like them. There's just nobody better that you like. Oh my God. Montana, New York says, what do you say, Montana? Am I wrong to be concerned about the effort and the game plan? And yeah, you are. It was just, I was at the game. It just wasn't their night. And they did quit. I mean, Stephen A. Smith said it best. They did quit. And it's not something you want to see or hear, but they did. And you could see it on there. If Daniel Jones was on the 49ers, they would have gone 0-9. No, I think they would have gone 1-8. What's up, Marcus? Thank you for the podcast and the memories, my friend. You always keep it real and speak the facts. Well, don't go anywhere. Like I said, Marcus, the new channel is going to be kicking off next week. New York Giants Straight Talk, one show a week, 45 minutes. Bigger, bolder, louder, or it's bigger, or it's louder, bigger, louder, bolder. I'm going to get it right. Let's see here. If the Bears decide they're not going to take a quarterback, they already said they're not taking a quarterback. They're trading the pick. Would you trade a first and 2 seconds for Justin Fields? 3 more years on the rookie deal. I think he's got all the tools, and I believe Dable can mold him. No. I would take the first 2 seconds and maybe a third and try to get the number 1 overall pick. And then I would take a quarterback of my choice. What does Jack say? Committing to DJ is committing to a very average future. Look at the Bengals after after ditching Dalton. People forget about that. People forget 45 minutes of fury. Oh, I like that. That's going to be 45 minutes of fury. I think they got to take the banner off. We got to do the, there we go. I like that. That's great. I like that. It's where'd it go? There it is. It's 45 minutes up. Fury. Or is it Furiosa? Oh my God. Let's see here. I love when Jones plays goofed against crappy teams. He's the man. Then he plays against crappy teams and average teams. Yeah, I know, Kevin. I know. It's just another one of those days, but it's all good. It's all good. What do we got here? We got the hooker. We get the logics. Oh, we got, let's see here. Dominic Palmer says, I am vicious on the sports fields. I didn't just bite ankles. I broke them. He just failed to mention he used a hammer. What's up, Fabian? What's going on? We got James Williams dropping in that says, Wandale needs to be more like Papa Smurf instead of Smurfette. There was a guy. I don't remember his name. There was a guy during the draft who said that if Wandale Robinson does not learn to protect himself on the field, he's not even going to make it through his first game. He may not even make it through his first season. I don't remember who said that. Young dashing gentleman. I think wearing a Black Rifle t-shirt and a Giants hat. I'm not sure his name is. His name?
No. Danger's my middle name.
It was funny. Someone asked me about the sound effects once. They're like, "You like the sound effects?" I said, "You know what? Honestly, with the sound effects, especially on live streams, it allows me to take a moment to drink water." so, uh, so I got a lot of new ones too. What is it?
Man, we decided to leave this place just one damn day too late, you know?
Not this place, though. Not this place. What is James? We're going to do a 2 for 2 from Tuesday for James. If we keep Jones, he won't beat Dallas or Philadelphia until he leaves. That's a good point. Indian Spice says, I'm hoping the Giants took the momentum from the Vikings game into this one. Oh, well, yeah. You know what? You have and I said this in one of the videos that the Vikings were tailor-made for the Giants. 31st ranked offense, defense, an offense that you could derail. Guest a bit on the podium, iconic speech. I don't know what that was about. It was just a tailor-made. They were tailor-made for the Giants. Daniel Jones in the dome. I wish we played in the dome. What's T-Brad have to say? T-Brad says our offseason will be interesting, especially after we trade Jones and some first rounders for Lamar Jackson. I would be so happy about that. Yes, there's going to be 45 minutes of fury.
That's what she said.
We'll be checking out the new channel. And that's what I'm saying. Stay right here. I tell people, don't unsubscribe. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere because it's bigger, badder, bolder. Can you imagine paying me to do something I never get anything right?
That's what she said.
I don't know where the promo went, man. That's going to bug me now. They sent it to me. Oh, wait, is it this one right here? Wait a minute, is it this one? Okay, wait a minute. Is this it? Hold on. That's not it. That's not it. Is this it? Oh no, wait, intro. Oh, you know what? You know what it'd probably be under? It would probably be under intro. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play the new intro or the new intro for the this is actually the old intro that they hold on. Everyone just relax. All right. Here, I'm gonna play this. I had to find this. Where is this called? Intro. This is the one that they sent me, but then they changed the text. So here we go. Here I'm gonna upload the new intro, or this is the new commercial. I guess that it is for the show, for the Giants show. So hold on one second. Here we go. All right, we ready? Here we go. Here we go. So that's the new promo, but it's bigger, badder, bolder, is what they changed. It's what they changed the new text. At least I think that's what they did. I don't know. Let the music. Stenton Bennett will be perfect. Trust me, and nobody wants him. All right, I'll trust you. I trust you. What is Sir Fowler player of Brooklyn? Can you give us how dare you criticize Joe down and bring down the houses for real? You know what's funny? I don't have that sound effect anymore. I don't have that sound effect anymore. Oh my God. 2 in the box plus. Hold on. I don't have that sound effects anymore, do I? No, I don't. You know, how dare you question Joe Judge? That was on the other soundboard and it got moved off. I'll try to find that when it played in one of the new videos. Can we even afford Lamar Jackson? The answer is no. James says Washington is the only team in the division that GJ has a winning record against. That tells you something right there. Sexy Dexy intro. I don't have a Sexy Dexy intro. I'll have to make one for you. How about that? Awesome, Tim. Nice upgrade. Yeah, everything's gonna be like fucking first class, man. This is like first class shit. You know, I mean, and that's why I laugh because, you know, they're sending me stuff like, you know, we'll play it again. That's like some first class shit, man. New intro. Oh, the whole thing is they got all this stuff now. It's freaking awesome, man. Let's see. Lamar is going to want 40 million. We have 54. You figure they'll probably come in around 68. Because you're going to dump Kenny. He's going to be a post June 1st cut. You're not going to move on from Leonard. You have 4 guys right now, which account for like 32% of the cap. You're still going to be around 230 on the cap. You got to watch your dead space number, because I think the biggest, most interesting thing is that people seem to forget, and it's basic math, that if you have $230 million in cap space, if you have a dead cap number of 20 million, that takes your overall cap number from 230 to 210. And I think a lot of people kind of forget about that a little bit. And it seems like it's something basic, but I think, and right now, $40 million man just will not fit under the contracts place. Kevin says, honestly, I kind of feel bad for Jones. He's a gutsy, just doesn't have it. But some content creators make out something. That's a great way to put it. Cutting Kenny saves more if we cut him post June 1st. But I forget the number, Indian Spices, and I'm sorry I'm reading ahead. I don't see... I was gutsy. I've always talked about this. When I played, I was gutsy. And that's what I was always told. He's a gutsy guy. He sticks his head in there. But I didn't have talent. So, but no one sat there and says, hey, you know what? I want you to be starting linebacker for the Bears. I was gutsy. Just didn't have the talent to go with it. I always say that two things stopped me from going pro. And that was injuries and lack of talent. Beyond that, I would be the best guy ever. New intro has a Soundgarden field. Yeah, I actually helped with the intro, the music, because it reminds me of. I like stuff like that. Let's see here. Is there a great prospect called Aiden O'Connell out of Purdue, 24 years old, best arm in the draft, 3rd round flyer? I like the kid that just transferred to Notre Dame. He's going to be a 5th-year senior at Notre Dame. I liked him. I'm shocked that he went to Notre Dame. Let's see. Orlando says, Tim, are you going to keep who are we keeping? Love Slayton Hodgins. Well, you're going to keep. I don't know. I don't think you're keeping Slayton. I don't know if you can afford Love. The problem is Rudy got a sack against Purdue, wasn't it? James says, Evan Ingram suddenly remembers how to catch the ball. Evan Ingram actually became a Pro Bowler in Jacksonville. Actually remembered how to catch the ball. And it's amazing because, the smooth sounds of Kenny G.
Bringing you the smooth sounds of Kenny G. 72 million. Not worth it, as you can plainly see.
I'm more impressed that I knew it was button number 3. I'm more impressed like that. Let's see here. Cutting Kenny will only be one of the best moves in Giants history. Everyone loved Kenny. Everyone loved him but me. I'll be honest, there is no surefire way to determine if a quarterback is going to be good coming out of the draft. Hype all around Willis and Pickett, and no one talked about Brock Purdy at all. You're right. You never know. It's a swing and a miss thing. Is next year yes, I do think the Giants take a step back next year. I think they do a 2018 Buffalo Bills and go 6-10-1. That's true. You never know. A couple of full circle moments for the Giants and Eagles games with the Jones one interception was against James Bradbury and CJ Gardner. Johnson played in the Saints during Jones' 400-yard game. It's funny. Thank you, Jeffrey. Take care, Timothy. Appreciate you, Jeffrey. I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna just do one show a week under the new channel, which was going to be right here. And I still want you to come on and bug the hell out of Daniel Jones people. Even if he's on another team, I want you to come on and bug the shit out of people. Because that sometimes is the highlight of my day. Notre Dame quarterback, Quasimodo. Not talking your cousin, Tom. Hey-oh. Let's see here. Bo Nix was someone we could draft, but he went back to school, I believe. I would prefer Bo Callahan. Taking a Notre Dame quarterback is almost like taking an Ohio State quarterback. No, it's the kid that just transferred to Notre Dame. He played, I forget where he played, and he had a awesome 4th year, and he's got a 5th year eligibility. Next year's record, I mean, not tomorrow. No, we're not giving out a record yet. We need run stoppers. We do need run stoppers. Man, I'm tired. Me too, man. Me too. What do we got here? We're saying Mr. Philosophy Stoner. He says, we'll miss OBB. Keep doing God's work. Well, like I said, we're still going to be here. Don't go away. The new channel, it's not even a new channel. It's going to be it's going to be once a week, and the plus you also will go to Return to Gotham, New York Sports Talk. But the Giants channel is once a week. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be bigger, badder, bigger, louder, bolder. Should write it down. This is one of those things I should write down. Not taking a quarterback from Duke is a surefire way to win. Hey, who's the quarterback that committed to Notre Dame? Hold on. QB who transferred to Notre Dame. What's his name? Not Trey Lance. Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman transfers to Notre Dame. Sam Hartman had a huge season at Wake Forest. And he just transferred to Notre Dame for his 5th year. Burn. You got it right, baby. You got it right, baby. You're talking about Sam Hartman from Wake Forest. Well, thank you. As I Googled that, T-Brad. Tired, Tim. It's 2 a.m. here. Your excuses are your own, Dom. Just remember that. Let's see here. Did you see my members chat? No, I did not see your members chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fabi. No, I did not. Where is it? I didn't. Or you mean on the members thing? No, actually, I haven't been online in a couple days. I have to work on that. Good to miss you, Tim. Goodness, I'm not going away. People need to stop it. Online Big Blue is going away. I'm not going away. I'm going to still be around one more time, once a week. And those that do not know, I'm going to play it one last time. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave the channel, because once a week, Joe Rev, we are going to have a brand new show. It's going to be right here. It is called New York Giants Straight Talk. It's already a podcast. You got to stay for that. I'm going to promote the hell out of this. I'm a Rangers fan. Yo, what's Jones's rating in Madden? I don't know, 6. Someone, I love it when I still love, like I said, it just cracks me up that someone said to me, what do you think Daniel Jones is worth? And then he got mad because I said $4. I'm going to, at least according to Google, what does it need spices? What's good? James 75 says James. What else? Already subscribed. Just wanted to make sure you get you riled up. Don't get me riled up. Hey, James, I'm posting the link. I know James wanted to come on and rant a moment. And I know James wanted to come on and he just wanted to come on and rant a moment because, we always have certain people on. James, T-Brad, the Dahmer, Big L, Lorenzo, and go and talk with Zoe. Go to Lorenzo's channel and watch him. So we always like to make sure. Orlando says, what does Orlando say? Orlando says, watching Sam Hernandez, and what do you know? He actually looks like he throws the ball downfield. He actually does. I was not a rant alert. Rant alert because James Williams, it's in the link. Let's go, James. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. All right. I need a new chair. Okay, we had no other questions while I'm waiting for James. Should I just play sound effects? I could do that. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't get a chance to use it. I didn't get a chance to my other use. I was waiting for someone to be an asshole so I could say, "Fuck you." I didn't get to do that yet. Oh, we got someone we got to drop on because you know what? He is another brother from another mother. We got to drop him in because you know what? It wouldn't be a party. It's not a West Coast party because the West Coast party can't stop. It's the T-Brad.
What's going on?
What you doing, my friend? How does it go?
Not much snacking before I go hang out for a minute. Look at this. Got a smoothie in here. Bang.
There you go. There you go. You got the smoothie. You got it all ready to go. You got the Giants finishing out this season with the loss in Philadelphia. You know, you have this look that, you know what, you didn't want the party to end. What did you think about what happened that fateful night?
Well, before the game started, I had all the confidence in the world that we could pull off like a Rudy, like epic, like underdog performance, and we got our ass kicked. But again, the Eagles are better, and beginning of the season, I had us down for 4 wins. So based on my expectation, we killed it. We killed. I was happy. I just hate losing to the Eagles because I hate the Eagles more than any other team in the NFL. Probably more than any other team in any organized sporting event. Them, Michigan State, Notre Dame. It's a toss-up. Ohio State.
That's some serious hate. And speaking of serious hate, it's James.
Bring it on.
You know, bring it on, James. I've been waiting for this for a week because James called me, I think it was on Monday, and said, you have to have me on. And I'm not going to use all the explicit words that were said after that because he said, I got something to say.
It has to be some positive stuff about Daniel Jones. I'm going to just sit back and listen to this.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yo,
so, James,
what's going on? What's going on, my brothers? Big Tim, Big T, Brad.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on, chat? What's going on, everybody? On the last live stream, at least for this channel, you know, Tim's going on to better things, but we appreciate you, brother. Just want to say that. Much love to you. Appreciate you all these years. Got to say that, man.
Always honestly, fun, man. Always fun, Tim.
Always
fun. You guys
informative. Always, man. Appreciate you for real, from the heart. But
I was laughing because I've always said, you know, never did I think that when I ever go on YouTube that, you know, because you always hear there's crazy people on the internet. That's why I'm on it. But at no point in time did I think actually meet people that I would physically or mentally or emotionally call friends. And the gentlemen's on the screen are I truly consider friends. And like I said, there's you know, with Dom as well, and you know Lorenzo and Big L and you know and so many other people. It's just weird that, you know, it's like you built, not only did we build a community, but like I said, we built friendships outside the community. And I really appreciate you guys. I think more for that than anything else.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. This channel, man, we have fun with movie references. We talk about race. We talk about religion. Nothing's off the table, and then we come back and bash Daniel Jones for a little while, and then we all have a great time.
It all works out in the end. But enough of this fucking love, James. What do you got for me, man?
I'm waiting for it.
Yo, it's funny. You just said religion. Tim and I we had an inappropriate. I'm not gonna say it now. We had a funny joke talking about how with Jesus and making water into wine and and fishes. I don't want to say it though.
Well,
I don't want to say it.
Because I said I wasn't impressed that he with the fish because I can go out and buy a boat. Is that
Yo,
don't put me in that.
The water and the wine thing, man. That just gets me. That is something special. That is something special. That is something special.
Oh God!
So deadliest catch, and they bring in like hundreds of thousands of pounds of fish.
No, I'm not even gonna touch on that. I'm mad I even brought that joke up because I forgot how reckless you are. But yo, honestly, you know what? I was gonna come on here and do my black bobcat gold waist and go crazy, but you know, Google that for you youngins out there who don't know who that guy was. But I actually wrote some stuff down because when I want people, you know, when they go back, you know, not for real. You know what, T. Brad? I actually sat down. I said, you know what? I said, bump this, man. I'm gonna write.
Can I see the crayon you used?
The crayon. No, you cannot see the magic marker I use. Stay out of my affairs.
Wrote
It's
a
on
song about it. Like here it go.
Word.
All right, well, James wrote something down. You know what? And just for one thing for Frank's, and what you didn't give me a song to sing, Frank S. I need a song. You gotta pick a Frank Sinatra song. But go ahead, James. All right, everyone. James Williams has wrote something down that he would like to do.
With note. You're not gonna just go off. All right, so there's some fun facts.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
I think we should get back. I think we should keep you in the garage for do what you do in the garage for like another 30 minutes, and then I come back to you. Because then you know it's gonna be gold.
Oh yeah, nah. By the end of it, I'm sure I'm gonna say, you know what? Damn this, throw this away and say what I really want. But I wrote some interesting fun facts down. You said a couple of them because you're very knowledgeable.
We gotta hold on. We gotta drop someone in for this as well because we have a special guest.
Oh, of course.
We got the Dahmer coming in at 2 a.m.
Hey, Don Juan.
We got the proprietor and manager of Poppycockers dropping in live to the chat. Dom. James wrote something out. You never write. I've done podcasts with James. With Dom a bunch of times, and Dom never wrote anything down.
Dom is too smooth for that.
That's why he's Don Juan.
Dom, look at how smooth he is. He's sitting there. He's like, I don't write nothing down, mother. I just sit here on the couch and look smooth.
That's right. But, as he just let's give him the official salute.
I got your pen. I got your pen too, James.
You got your
pen. There you go.
Oh, Dom, we're gonna miss the Dahmer. You better not go on someone else. You better not go to someone else's show, Dom, because I will fly over to the UK, drive to your house because I know where you live, and punch you in the back of the head and go home. So I'm just throwing that out there, and I'll do it.
Fly in just for that.
I would do. There's something slightly wrong with me, but let's all give James the floor here, and I'm actually very curious about this, James. It's all you.
All right, just a couple tidbits. So, because we've been arguing about this thing like it's politics for years, and it's like, so going forward, obviously we'll see what's going to happen with Shane and everything. So, we're all going to find out if we're going to be stuck in this proverbial mud hole again. But for all of the Daniel Jones stands out there who think Tim's just a hater or whatever, or even I am a hater. I don't like that motherfucker. I'm a hater, but rest of the guys are good gentlemen out here, rogue scholars. Here's just some fun facts though. So, Tim, you already said a couple of these. I'm just going to say it again because I find it really interesting. The 2022 Giants, we went to the playoffs. We had one of our best seasons in over a decade. We were 9-7-1 with a tie. Just think about it. We had one of our best seasons in over a decade, and that includes a tie. Okay. As you said before, we only had 5 wins. We only had 4 wins in the NFC. 5 of those came against the AFC, mainly the AFC South. We just pimp smacked them, the whole division. We took all 4 of those wins. Only 3 wins came against the NFC: Chicago, Green Bay, Carolina, and then the 1 divisional win was against Washington, who we also tied. And that last playoff spot, let's be honest, if they would have beat us in that second matchup, who knows how that would have gone. So even with all that, it still came down to basically a showdown against them. Speaking of Washington, Daniel Jones, that's his best winning record against anybody in the division. He's 5-1-1 against them in his career. Do you want to know some of the quarterbacks, though, Washington has had to go through and the horse carousel they've been going through? Case Keenum, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, Colt McCoy, Alex Smith, Kyle Allen, Sam Howell, Carson Wentz, Taylor Heineke now are just some of the quarterbacks who have started those games over the years that Daniel Jones has been here. So he hasn't been going against a constant starter like a Dak, who he has not beaten ever. So the guy who said that, oh, he's better than Dak, you cannot be better than somebody that you have not beaten once. I don't care what the team is around you. If he was really a leader of men, he would have rallied the troops one time to beat Dak. He has not done that. Eagles, he's 2-3, and he's 1-2 against Hurts behind the curve. And if you look at the team they have, I don't see that getting any better next year, whether he's here or not. So, also, he's 1-10 in prime time. Excuse me, just like Tim said. His career against the NFC East is 8-10-1. It's a losing record. And honestly, y'all, it's just, those are just some quick little fun facts I just wrote down real quick just because I'm like, I'm tired of getting on here yelling and screaming and sounding crazy. I mean, you can like asparagus. Not everybody in the world likes asparagus. At least it's good for you. At least it has qualities that are good for you. If you like Daniel Jones, but you're also a Giants fan, he's not really that good for the team.
So what you're saying basically is you're on the fence about this whole Daniel Jones thing.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with whether or not I should drive to Shane's house and like burn in his yard, dump him with gasoline. That's what I'm on the fence about.
First of all, we should be going to people's houses and burning things on their front lawn.
Oh yeah, well you shouldn't do anything that I say. To all the kids and other adults out there and people with weak minds, don't do anything I'm about to say. But yeah, I'm about 2 seconds away from going to Shane's house and burning in his lawn, dump him. And I don't even have to say
anything. For all law enforcement, we're just joking right here.
We are just joking.
All purely for entertainment.
It's not April Fool's. Oh, I thought it was April Fool's. Oh, ha 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 ha. Anyway,
no one's going anywhere. But
oh no, it's too cool for that. Sorry. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
For me, I would. I'm a Daniel Jones. I'm against him. I don't think he's the answer, but he did impress me in some games. And at a certain point, I have to say this is the first year he had a line. And I have to say he still hasn't had any wideout weapons. Why we took Wan'Dale Robinson over Christian Watson, I'll never know. But hey, I don't do that for a living. He doesn't come to my job telling me what to do. But I still got my opinion. I still got my opinion. But I've come to the fact that they're going to stay with Daniel Jones because it's too hard to start over. I think that's where they're at with things. Like, what I love to see is exciting new player come in. Even if we do stay with Daniel Jones, I still think you get a quarterback. Maybe the guy from Washington State. I can't remember. Cam Ward, I think his name is. You get somebody who can, be the next Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? Be the next Russell Wilson. We can't just let him sit there with Tyrod Taylor and that's that. We got to get a quarterback. What round? I don't know, but
let's get out to super chats. I want to get to Dom for Jeffrey Abbey. Thank you for the super chat. All super chat money for the month of November, December, and January is going to the Wounded Warrior Fund, and we're actually donating it into the real name of Irish Rover. So I do appreciate that. Jeffrey said, "Good luck with the new podcast. Don't really care anymore about this team led by number 8. This path is not for me anymore. Maybe Archie arrives, I'll be back, but I'm good on this quarterback era." And I want to have that up for a point, so I want to go to James for a minute with that point, but I want to get to Dom, because Dom, A, we got to keep you awake, and B, you and I haven't talked about this a lot recently, and we've texted back and forth the last couple of days, but I don't share people's text messages. Unless you piss me off, then I will. But the question is, what is the UK Dom mindset about what the Giants should be doing with Daniel Jones or shouldn't be doing with Daniel Jones?
I mean, the reality is, he's going to want 30 million plus, right? I mean, why would he not? He's like, you want to keep me, tag me, and it's 30 million. We can't afford 30 million for mediocrity. That's the reality. To T. Brad's point, he has done better this year, but his career year is a league average. You don't win things with league average. It's time to move on. I said last year I could cope with rolling with Daniel Jones for one more year if we didn't like the quarterbacks in the draft. we either didn't like the quarterbacks in the draft, or we just preferred to get the edge and the right tackle and move on. This year, you have to move on, and you could get. I mean, I think the team will be worse next year, but that's fine, because I think you've got the direction you want to go in, and we overachieved this year, a bit like Minnesota in many ways, and it was great fun to watch. But you choose your new quarterback and move forward, and you might get it wrong and go again, but you are not going to win anything big with Daniel Jones. You're just not, and therefore he's not the answer. And you just try and do something new, because we don't want to finish second in divisions. We don't want to finish third in division. We want to win divisions. We want to win championships. We want to win a Super Bowl, and you're not doing that with Jones. So give it a shot and roll the dice and see what happens.
Perfectly said. And Frank, yes, I will sing you a song before I leave, so don't you worry. Don't go anywhere, Frank. Yes, James, this is an interesting comment, because you and I have had this conversation where Jeffrey's saying, I don't really care anymore about this team led by number 8. This path is not for me anymore. And you and I have both said this in different ways, that sometimes it's difficult to, and I'm not trying to put you in the spot, but sometimes because we've said it, sometimes it's difficult to follow the team because of Daniel Jones, and because not because of the product on the field or the team itself, but because of the division, you could say, between Daniel Jones fans and people that want to go to a different quarterback. Do you feel the same way? And like I said, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I mean, I have a weird, it's funny because some of the people I talk to kind of say the same thing. It's, following the team now because of the size, this indecision what the Giants are going to do, or just the division between Daniel Jones lovers and haters, we'll call them, has kind of made it less fun in some regards to watch the Giants.
Well, I said to you on the phone the other day, for me personally, ever since we benched Eli Manning for Geno, the Giants have been hard to watch for me personally. Just the moves we've made, things we've done, how we've played, people we've hired, players we've drafted, everything brought in, free agents, just everything since that moment has just been a cluster, and just for me personally. And I understand totally what your friends, whoever you talk to is saying, that it's become political almost, where it's like you could say to somebody, you could literally say to somebody, a Daniel Jones stan, well, at least you have to admit, well, he's not consistent. And the first thing they'll go is, well, the offensive line and the wide receivers and the coachings and the. Oh, hold on. Speaking of coaches, I got one other thing I wrote down here. People always talk about how many coaches this kid has had. You know how many coaches Baker Mayfield has had? And I don't like Baker Mayfield. He's definitely going to be a bust as far as the number 1. But keep in mind, Baker Mayfield had one good season, and he also won one playoff game. And he got kicked off that team that he won that playoff game for. You know how many coaches that guy has had? Hugh Jackson, Greg Williams, Freddie Kitchens, Kevin Stefanski, Matt Rule, Steve Wilkes, and now Sean McVay. God damn, that's a lot of coaches. And he's a number 1 pick.
Justin Herbert had what, 4 or 5 new offensive coordinators in a row going back to his last 2 years at Oregon.
And Justin Herbert's coach right now, Staley, he's an effing idiot. He's an idiot. He's just a guy that got the job for what reasons, and he looks the part, so he's going to keep the part. But he's an idiot. I would love to see what Brian Flores or somebody else would look like with that team. Maybe Wink will get hired over there if they decide to fire this guy and move on. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
No. We need our coaches. I want our coaches all to come back. I hate to sound like a hater, but I don't want none of our coaches getting those head coaching jobs.
We don't want no one getting a job.
No, I don't want nobody going. That's selfish as hell. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. I'm a fan.
David Berry says, "Damn, Dom, that was very well said."
I had to hit it on it at some point, right?
I agree.
I was about to just, for a little bit of clarity for David. Dom has a lot of experience in these types of things, because when he's in the tree making the cookies, if he burns the cookies, he doesn't get paid as well as he should. We had to cut Dom down a little bit here. We couldn't have him going out here thinking that he's going to have to, have that, have that moment. What the hell, man? You haven't known me long enough.
I would say you can cut me down to size, but I'm already short.
I can't. That's what I said. That's for clarity. I wouldn't pay DJ. I'm sorry. I forgot. I needed to. Hello, love. For clarity, I won't pay DJ all the gumpums in the gumpums, and he's an agent looking for that if we want. See, that's what Dom sounds like. I love you, man.
That was a perfect impression. My wife would think that was me talking then.
Why don't you read your comment?
Yeah, that implies I can read. Yeah, so for clarity, I wouldn't pay DJ at all. But if I'm his agent, I am asking for 30 million because that's the tag number, right? If you want to bring me back. But I don't see, you just can't pay him that. You haven't got the money to pay him that. But yeah, the comment says, for clarity, I wouldn't pay DJ at all, let alone 30 million. But if I'm his agent, I'm asking for that if they want to keep him, as that's the tag number. But you can't pay him that. You just can't. You really can't.
The scary thing is they can. And the problem, this is the thing. And this is us going into free agency, making big moves. We, for the last, 7 years, we've been swinging and missing like Pedro Serrano with the curveball. That's how bad we've been swinging and missing. And free agents, we're like making trades and moving up in the draft and getting people who don't even end up on the team and sacrificing 3 picks to move up and get a guy. Who's that? Andre Baker. Man, like it's just like the ghost of Christmas. Why the F did it happen that way?
Well, first of all, when Serrano gave up Jobu, he hit that big home run against the Yankees. So let's give him a little bit of let's give him a little bit of pride.
And you forgot
that's because Jesus knows how to hit a curveball.
Of course, that is the line from the movie Major League 2.
That's hilarious. That's a great movie.
So,
go check that out, kids.
I'm going to go around the corner here real quick, and we're
just real quick on Jesus. But can he get you a fishing boat? Just asking.
Oh, we're back to the fish. Damn, you gotta get us in trouble because I almost said something.
We had a ban, Dom.
I knew it was coming. Sad thing is, I knew it was coming. I was like, here he goes.
Yeah, but he forgot it was button 39.
I didn't want to say it because then it looked like I asked for it.
I'm going to go around the room and start with Dom. Paying DJ, yes or no? And if yes, how much?
Oh, no way. No, I'm not paying.
Okay. James?
No, negative. No.
Negative?
No.
T-Brad?
If it's my decision, I'd see if I could get him for 15 million for 1 year while I look around and see my options. But if he wanted a certain amount of money over 15, no.
And here's a good question though. If Daniel Jones is not a Giant, we're gonna start with Dom again. Where does Daniel Jones end up?
Target.
Oh, Daniel Jones is gonna get a chance.
Yeah, of course he is.
Like he could go right over to the Jets and start for the right amount of money. But the question is, who's going to be desperate enough to pay him? Carolina? No, they've struck out too many times. They're going to draft their guy. Yep. You know what I mean?
They're going to find their
Houston?
guy.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. No, they're going to draft their guy. The Colts? They're going to draft their guy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So how many other people out here need quarterbacks now?
New Orleans. There you go. That's my sensible answer.
They already got Taysom.
Okay.
What they going to do with Daniel Jones? They already got Taysom Hill.
So they're going to bring Daniel Jones in and pay him? Now, they may have the money, but that's a lot of trust. That's a lot of trust. It could work out. Kerry Collins came back. He became a player with the Giants.
He's got a good record in the Dome. He did cut him up last year, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, that was his one good game last year.
Hey, he could go to Washington. He could go to Washington. I think Washington's a better fit.
So Daniel Jones could go any place that they play in a dome.
Yeah.
But you know what? No, I think Daniel Jones to Washington is a really good fit. They got some wide receivers there. They got a nice little running back there. I think he could play there. That's a good fit for him. But again, Washington's tried that retread thing. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to draft their guy.
Their quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of these teams they've had it with trying to, like, if he sucked over there, what makes us think we're going to change him? They tried it 3 or 4 times.
You
People are
know,
going to get their guy.
I
James has been
actually went through this. I actually went through this with my boys the other day about what team, like, seriously would even think about taking this guy to even, because right now we're having a competition with ourselves, talking about what are we going to give people. Like, we're gonna give Jones with. There's no. Has anybody even heard of any other team even interested in Daniel Jones? Like, seriously, like, before I even cut ass on him, like, has anybody heard anything about any other team possibly even looking into bringing Daniel Jones in or signing him or trying to steal him away from us based off his one lone Minnesota playoff win in his career? I haven't heard anything. Dom, have you heard anything? T. Brad, have you heard anything?
No, but of course, no one ever
was
tapped up
Target.
in the league, so.
You know, so in reality, it's kind of like,
I've heard of no one.
So let's be serious. Like, out here in human world, we have a quarterback that we've had for 4 years that we did not take up his 5th-year option. He just won his first playoff game. Cool. And then right after that, he wet the bed. I mean, hot damn. Anybody seen Tim's thumbnail with the Jimmy Olsen and Superman, RIP Christopher Reeve? I've never seen something go from sugar to shit so fast. I mean, that was like that was like when you start drinking and it's good, you're having a good time, and then you get to that, Dom, you get to like that 5th pint, that 6th pint, and then all of a sudden you can't remember what happened. That's how the 2 games went. He looked so great against Minnesota and so bad against Philly. It's like night and day. I've never seen nothing like it. And the only team I could really think about signing him, and it's off pure ego just to prove a point, are the Patriots. And that's only because I could see Bill Belichick going, you know what, Tommy, you won your ring. Now you're looking old. You lost your family. God damn it. I signed Mac Jones. I'm going to take Daniel Jones, and I'm going to turn him around. And I'm going to show everybody I'm the GOAT of coaching. Other than that, every other team, T-Brad just went through the list, they're going to draft the guy. Yeah. Nobody's going to do the journeyman crazy thing and bring in a guy who's really unproven and sign him the big. Nobody's going to do that. Who's going to look what just happened with Denver? And Russell Wilson's way more proven. Nobody's going to do that with this Quaker oatmeal cereal guy. It's not happening. It's like, yo, man, this is like think about, no other team is even talking about him outside of New York.
You're right. We got to give a shout out to Stanley, who's to the new channel, but good luck, Tim. You guys should look at quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams. We need him in the Giants blue in 2024. He's special. I think, you
got to be picking first overall for that.
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to have to be real bad in 2023. I mean, I wouldn't disagree. I think we
bring back DJ. We bring back DJ. The schedule is going to be way harder. You open up the playbook, say, go ahead, Sonny, take the training wheels off. It will probably be pretty bad.
So let's say this, because I just want to say this. As much as I don't think I would do it, I think the Giants are going to keep him. So I want y'all to be ready for that. I don't want y'all to need counseling. Right. I don't want anyone to need counseling. I believe that will happen. So if this does happen, where do we go in the draft first?
Therapist?
Well, you're gonna go wide receiver.
Can you draft a therapist?
You can hire him. I agree with you, Tim, on that. I agree with you.
Because we're gonna draft a therapist. I'm still on that one.
You got to go wide receiver. Maybe the first 2 rounds.
Well, then that could be the new show though, James. It could be like, this is Tim with Online Big Blue speaking to you live about the Daniel Jones therapy session. We have Phil on the line. Yeah, they recite Daniel Jones again. I can't take it anymore. That's probably what's going to end up happening. I think that's a winner of a channel.
Yo, but what's funny? Everybody keeps saying give him weapons. Yo, he missed Slayton down the sideline against the Eagles. If he can't hit Darius Slayton, You think he's going to hit somebody like Odell Beckham or somebody? And then look how mad A.J. Brown was that he didn't get a chance to tap on that big blue booty. He was pissed he didn't get no catches. He was pissed he didn't get catches. Can you imagine we bring in a real wide receiver and it's like, yo, I was open, dog. He's like, I'll get you next time, buddy. No. I've been open, dog. You need to start hitting. Every wide receiver we've had here, Golden Tate, who was the other dude that was like, give me the ball? And I think Kenny Galladay said, I honestly personally think Kenny Galladay was talking shit and then they cut out his tongue so he can't say anything. I've never seen a guy, he doesn't play, he doesn't catch, he's one of the highest paid wide receivers. You don't hear a peep out of him. The coaches don't say nothing bad about him. The players don't say nothing bad about him. The organization doesn't say nothing bad about him. He's not out in the club. He's not out here chasing hookers. What's going on?
Well, I think you mentioned it. He's not performing, and he's highly overpaid.
But
he's not supposed to make any waves. He's not supposed to make any waves. He's highly paid and underperforming. He's supposed to not get in trouble. He's supposed to shut up and be out the way.
They don't even put him on the field. They don't even throw him the ball, though. It's not like they're throwing him the ball and he's like, now. Or he's just like, every time. He has like, what, one pass attempt catch in the last 5 games? That
he don't even have. He doesn't even have a right amount of snaps.
I never seen nothing like that in my life, yo. A guy who's on the team, nobody says nothing about. He just comes out and makes a super block on a guy half his size, and people in YouTube are like, look at that block. He pushed that little 5'10" guy down. Yeah, buddy, that's our number 1 wide receiver. I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro. Like, goddamn it, you know what? I was being all composed, and I'm getting mad. Shit.
Funny thing is,
and like I said, give it 30 minutes with James in the garage, and then James will come out. This is a good question.
Like you.
This is a good question by Connor, though. John Mayer, I think, will have a lot to do with DJ staying. We're gonna start with you, Dom. Do you think Mayer is gonna have his fingerprints on this?
I think he will give his view and opinion. I'd like to hope that he stepped back from being a Jerry Jones, and that he's going to hand it over to the big boy Shane to make the decision, but Shane and Dable will make the decision there. But he'll have a view. But I mean, I hope not. And to T-Brad's point, I wouldn't be shocked to see Jones back, but I really wouldn't do it.
T-Brad, same question. Is the mayor going to have his fingerprints all over this quarterback decision?
I think he's going to step back. I think he's tried to micromanage twice. It hasn't worked. And for the first time, the heat actually came back on him. Like, that was like the first time he ever experienced, usually it was Jerry Reese was a scapegoat before. I mean, he deserved it, but he was a scapegoat before. And then you get these coaches out the way, and then you hire a general manager. General manager don't work. It's like, wait a minute, you're the one making all the decisions. And I think he made 2 good decisions here. He needs to step away. He'll maybe give some suggestions or see what he likes, but he'll let them cook it up how they want. That's what I believe.
Mr. Williams, same question.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have his hands on it because Jones is his illegitimate son that he fathered one wild night out in Greenwich, Connecticut. And that's the reason why he keeps keeping him here. So, yes, he's going to have some. I don't know. I don't think it's as big. I think T-Brad that makes a good point that I think Shane and Dable, from what they've done in just 1 year, I think they've earned some, as Jerry Seinfeld would say, some hand, meaning some control, from Mara, a little bit of some input. But I still think Mara's going to be in there like, well, I mean, look what the dude Frankie just put down there. First of all, Frankie, you want to know what I'm smoking? Smoking birthday cake. If you want to know, you can go Google that one too. But it's like, yes, should we rebuild after the rebuild after the rebuild? Well, it's not our fault that we had the rebuild after the rebuild after the rebuild. That's not on us. We're the fans. And I want to see good product. I don't want to see mediocre product. I don't think none of my brothers here want to see mediocre product. So I unfortunately, I don't know if he's coming back, but I think Mara is gonna, throw in his little 2 cents again.
And Blue through and through, it's not nice to call Dom a clown, and it would just be clown, not clowns. Okay, because Dom was one person, he's singular. But we're gonna do this for Dom.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
We've Wonka our first person. he's Blue through and through, has been put in timeout. We had to Wonka somebody. I mean, I think that's only worthwhile. At this point in time, I'm gonna start with T-Brad on this. What is your overall expectations? What do you want to see the Giants achieve in 2024? Because I think, like I said, I think it's personally going to be a down year. I think it's going to be like the 2018 Bills. I really do, because the schedule is going to be more difficult. You're not going to get the bounces. I think it was Skip Bayless that was talking about the fact that teams that have won X amount of games by X amount of points, like 50% of them don't make the playoffs the following season. But 2024 rolling around, what are you looking for the expectations for the 2024 Giants? Or I should say 2023 Giants.
Starting with?
What's that?
Who we starting with?
You. Starting with
That'll be you.
That would be you.
My bad. My bad. I want to keep my demand, or what I want to see, simple and sweet. We keep Saquon Barkley on the team. That's it.
Do you think that's going to happen though?
I've heard Miami.
He came out and said, I don't want Christian McCaffrey money. I'm not going to hold the Giants hostage. Then the next day he comes out, I want $16 million. And I guess it's honest because McCaffrey makes 16.1. So if he wants 16, he is making less.
There are stories he turned down 12 and a half, right?
Do you think there's a possibility that he's coming back, T-Brad? First of all, if we sign Jones, he's not coming back. It's and again, I always tell people, don't get mad at me. I did not invent math. I can only do
here's the thing. If we hitch our wagon to Barkley, we're hitching our wagon to a better player at their position.
Yeah.
Easier to, and I know they say running backs are dime a dozen. When Barkley, when he's healthy, he's special.
He's worth
Daniel Jones is never special. He's had some special moments. Daniel Jones had like that one really crazy game this year, 4 touchdowns, but that's not a thing he can sustain.
No. Dom, same question. Same 2 questions. What are your expectations in 2023? And can you and will they or won't they keep Saquon Barkley?
I mean, I think they've got to try to bring Saquon back. Common wisdom normally says you keep the quarterback over the running back, but not on this occasion. But I think there has to be a number.
That wasn't the question.
No, just on Barkley. Sorry, but Shane has to have a number with Barkley, and he probably doesn't go past that. But I'd like to see Barkley back. Again, I'm not shocked if we don't get that one done, but hopefully we will. But I'm not convinced he's coming back, if I'm honest, and that would be a sad thing because I think he's a dynamite player. Expectations for 2023. I think you start putting the pieces in place, and you start setting your true offensive ideology and game plan that you want to start doing. And that starts with a new quarterback, even if it means we step back next year. I have low expectations results-wise next year, but I just want to see some identity on offense, and I want to start seeing us run the offense that Dable wants us to run with a new quarterback.
James, same question, or same 2 questions. Expectations for 2023, and are you and can they or will they bring back Barkley?
I want them to bring back Barkley, like T-Brad said. That's like a real hope. But one thing I want them to really address in the offseason is the wideout position. Like that's the thing about the Galladay thing. I'm gonna say again, Dable, Who's he throwing to? Okay, sure. Without
Oh, wait a minute.
Darius,
Wait a minute. Hold on, James.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
He was
I
pissing
ain't gonna
me off.
front. I know he was, but T. Brad said this a few weeks ago. He's right. You should have left that guy there so I could have asked him a certain question. I wanted to hear his response. Because you know what the problem is with them social media? People just say stuff, and it's like, okay, yes, I was wrong about him looking a total doofus, but the guy only had 15 touchdowns, George, whatever your name was. Like, he only had 15 touchdowns as a quarterback, brother. Like, like we made the playoffs because the NFC sucked. Like, the NFC sucked. The hardest teams were in our damn division, and we didn't beat them. We won one game in the division. We got all our wins from the AFC, basically. It's like, what are you talking about, brother? It's like the defense and Saquon, to T. Brad's point, Saquon already won Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. This year, again, coming back healthy, he had over 1,000 yards rushing. So he's proven to be the better player at his position. You could put him with another quarterback, and he'd probably give you the same production. DJ without Dabo, without Saquon, what would he really be? I would love to see DJ on another team. That's what I want to see.
He would
honestly,
be out of the league.
I want to see DJ on a no. Like T. Listen, let's be real. Because of how he looks, Daniel Jones is going to get another shot. Like T. Brad said, just call it what you want. He's going to get another shot. It's just like all these coaches. Look at Hackett. He's already hired as the Jets OC after the job he did in Denver. It's like, what happened to cool down time? Like, whoa, you kind of sucked, buddy. Why don't you go sit in the corner for a minute? No, he's already got a job. So Daniel Jones, if we don't bring him in, somebody's going to go shoot for a star. I would love to see him on another team. I would love it. That's what I really want to see. Forget everything I said. I want to see Daniel Jones in another uniform playing on another team so all of these idiots out here could see, oh, well, he got away from the Giants, and we're going to see what he's really going to do. Look at what Evan Ingram did away from this guy with a real quarterback in 1 year. He looks way better in 1 year. Look at that playoff game, even though they lost. Did you see Evan Ingram play? He looked kind of freaking good. And Trevor Lawrence kept gunning him the ball. He did not throw him the ball like we're doing with Galladay. That don't make no damn sense.
That motherfucker
I mean, say what you.
lost his goddamn mind.
Larry, like, yo, it's about he thought he was gonna fall. So that guy who you booted, you think DJ played great this year? 15 touchdowns? You think he played great this year? We had 2 fourth quarters. I think we're combined. He threw 2 passes. What are you guys watching, man? Yo, some of you guys are really walking around here with satchels and tight girl pants, and you don't know football. I'm being dead serious. I don't care if they're Versace's. You don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm tired of all of this, man. It's over. Some of you guys don't know football. You're walking around here in your girls' clothes because they're name brand, and you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to this man thing called football. I love women. I love women. You know what 2 things women can't do? They can't get along with each other. Sorry, ladies, you guys just can't. And you can't throw a touchdown in the 4th quarter. Those are the only 2 things women can't do. Everything else women can do.
Standing up.
So, listen, in these days, there are some women who can do that. So let's just be careful about that. But I'm tired of this crap. That guy actually had the nerve to come on here and be like, oh, well, DJ didn't fall flat on his face. Really? Did he stand up tall? Everybody says he's a leader. What game did he rally us back that we were losing down, that he put us on his shoulders and he rallied us without the running game or without the defense making plays? What game? What game? I asked somebody, what game this year what game in any of his 4 years did he play at home the way he played in that Minnesota game? Name me one game at MetLife in 4 years that he looked that way, the same way he looked at the Minnesota game. You know what some idiot had to say? Oh, the Colts game. The Colts game? The team that gave up 33 to the team we just beat? That's the game you're bringing up?
The team that could lose to a Pop Warner side, right?
What? The team with Jeff Saturday, who was just on goddamn NFL Countdown? What? Yo, you guys, some of y'all, listen, I don't know anything about rocket science. I don't know anything about open heart surgery. I don't know anything about cryptocurrency. I don't know why men are wearing women's clothes. There are a lot of things I don't understand. But some of you don't understand football, and because of social media, and you can hide behind this. Yo, if we were at a stadium, bro, half of these people, you would never say this crap to my face, because I would just look at you and be like, "Yo, bro, what the hell are you talking about? You're fucking stupid. Smack the shit out of you. Get the fuck away from me." You would never say some of this stuff, and I'm sorry for cursing right there. I just had to get that out.
We don't
Stupid,
advocate violence to any people.
Yes, I was gonna say we don't want to burn things on
Oh
people's
yeah, we
lawns.
don't want to burn. Oh yeah, yo, even saying that, like we can't even do that anymore. We're back in
And
the
we
day.
are open to all people and lifestyles.
All like
How you are. Everybody's accepted how you are. No judgment.
Kumbaya, no judging. Yeah, we love it all. Fuck that, man.
Get
If
that
you
out
suck
there,
at your
though.
job, you suck
Real
at your
that.
job. You suck at your job. You guys suck at your job.
Here's the thing, though, James. Even if you can name one game, right, and it's the Colts, right? We did it once. Brilliant. Well done. Consistency is what wins you championships. It's what wins you games. It's not just once or twice a season. It's 13, 14 times in the regular season at least. And then you need to do it again in the playoffs. And that's the issue.
Consistency.
Bro, he's never beaten Dak.
I think that is the best word of the day.
Was it Dom who said this earlier? When one of y'all said something earlier about Andy Dalton and Cincinnati getting rid of Andy Dalton, and now they got Joe Burrows, and that's what I compare Daniel Jones to. Like Daniel Jones at his best is Andy Dalton. Do you want Andy Dalton to be your franchise quarterback?
I think you're disrespecting Red Rifle. I'm telling you right now. I think Red Rifle had better stats his first 4 years than Daniel Jones, yo.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Daniel Jones at his best. That's his ceiling. His ceiling is to be an Andy Dalton player.
He's been alive since before the 70s and disco ball, so he thinks he knows more football. If you think Daniel Jones is good, bro, sorry, T-Brad. I don't care if you got Frank. You're doing a disrespect to Frank Sinatra having that icon up there, that god that was Frank Sinatra, talking about Daniel Jones can play. If Frankie could hop up from his grave, you know what he'd say? That boy can't dance with the jig. Get the hell up out of here, man. I don't care if you've been watching since 1967. What the hell that mean? Now, you know what that means? You're getting old, bro. You can't see. You need to put your glasses on. You know,
chill, B. Chill, we off the block. Chill.
James, it's all love, James. And honestly, if Frank Sinatra jumped out of his grave, I think the first thing he would say is, "Wow, how long have I been dead?" Because
It's 19 like that means something. Nah, because it's stupid, man. What does that mean?
No, I've seen it. Listen, I've seen Daniel Jones have moments when I'm like, okay, he looked like he getting it together. He's made plays. And we can't forget that Daniel Jones also had, I'm not saying the most, but he has had a lot of drop passes and on crucial plays, third downs. He's had a lot of missed passes also on crucial times. So those of us who look at him bad, we see the bad plays he made in the crucial times. And those people who are optimistic, they see the good plays he made and the people dropping the ball more. So it's just an opinion. I don't want him. I don't. I'm ready. Because the thing is, I'm ready to find a Joe Burrow type player. A quarterback who people are scared of. Like defensive coordinators are scared of Joe Burrow. That young boy can play.
Yo, he's 1 in 10 in prime time. That's a fact. I don't care how many drop passes. Yo, you know what's a fact also? I don't care how many drop passes you got. Yo, look at Luka Doncic in the NBA. He's playing with nobody. They still win games because you know what? There's some games he goes, you know what? We just got to win tonight. Daniel Jones never does that. You tell me one game where we were getting blown out or we were losing and he said, you know what? Now we're just going to do it. The closest game I'll give him is the Green Bay Packer game this year and the New Orleans Saints game, I think, last year. Those are the only 2 games that come out and I can think about. I don't care how many drop passes you have. You're not going to be 1 in 10 when the brights are shining. That's on you. Some of that is on you. We gotta
Yeah,
just call it what it is. It's not angry. It's just saying what it is. Well, I'm not in this era anymore where it's like we got to be nice to the babies. We got to be nice to the babies.
Well,
Some
I
people
should say you should be nice to babies. You should
I'm
be
talking
nice to
about
babies.
Go on record and say yes.
the grown
It's
man.
very good to be nice to me.
Hey, all right.
I'm talking about the grown man baby.
Rule number 6 of OBB: you are nice to babies. We don't burn
about the
things alone. We don't advocate beating up people. We're nice to babies.
Please, this is embarrassing, man. This is
the 3
embarrassing.
rules of life.
It's embarrassing. You talk about a guy from Duke. He's going through rough times. He knows he's going through. What are you talking about? That guy didn't go to Duke on no sports scholarship. That guy had no rough times, man. The roughest time he's having in his life is right now. This is the roughest time he's gonna have, and guess what? He already made $20 million. Come on, man. This guy is not good. Like seriously, he's not good. He is inconsistent.
But you don't think this is what I'm saying though. You don't think if he gets a breath of fresh air that he can't be good?
A breath of fresh air. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna go out there and choke on that breath of fresh air wherever he goes. That's what he's gonna do. Same way he choked here. Come on, yo, brother. He had his best game, his best year. We won 9 games. We won 9 games. Dude talking about he almost ran for 800 yards. You know how many yards Lamar Jackson runs for an average in a season? About 800-900 on an average. Why we awarded? Somebody on TV was like, well, because Daniel Jones is white, we don't big him up for his running ability. Okay, he can run. He's athletic. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate he puts his body on the line.
Yeah, I'm about to say he played.
But let's not act like he's really out there breaking 40, 50-yard runs either. Oh, and when he does, he's falling on his face. I don't ever remember Lamar Jackson falling on his face. Come on, man.
Someone singing, my lord, kumbaya.
Guys, that's me. I've been a New York Giants fan since before Technicolor. What the hell does that mean? Daniel Jones sucks. The hell does that mean? I don't care if your grandfather took you to the game. Daniel Jones sucks. Enough of this. This is Tim's live stream. That brother's been out here spitting facts for years. Yo, I found Tim because I was going through all the Giants YouTubers, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is horrible. This is garbage. I'm like, all these people are just fucking fanning the flame and they just want super chats. It was the only dude just saying what it was, even if it wasn't popular. He's like T-Brad said, he talks about all kind of different topics. A lot of other people are scared to talk about. Come on, man. He had Dom come over from across the fucking pond. What are we talking about, man? Big Dom Juan, man. It's like, I'm not going to hear this crap about, well, he has moments. You know, well, yeah, everybody has freaking moments. That's not going to cut it. I actually seen a clip where some guys were sitting around, well, he's actually better than Eli Manning in his first 4 years. Really? You should cut your pinky toe off. That's how stupid that was. You should go back to medieval times.
Okay.
Like,
We do not support anybody hurting or maiming themselves or anyone else.
I know we have to put disclaimers up because people are so crazy. Somebody will actually go out there and do it, Dom. That's how crazy this world is. We have to actually say that because somebody will actually go out there and be like, well, I'm going to do it because this crazy black guy in the garage said I should do it. It's like, what do we like? Yo, the world is going upside down. Yo, 20 years ago, Daniel Jones would have been here, and you know what? It would have been like, no, Giants are moving on. It would have been no discussion. No discussion. But all of a sudden, these days and times, we didn't even pick up his 50.
I'll sum it up.
I think I'm gonna have to do one more.
I'll sum it up. When you suck so bad so long, mediocrity feels like success.
You know what? Ooh,
and that's what we're dealing with.
Yes, I know.
Put that on a shirt. Put that on a shirt. Copyright that. Put it on a shirt for me.
Boom. Give me a break.
It's not 9:59.
It's well said.
We got
that
Irish
is
dropping in. I gotta go home. I just wanted to say I love y'all. It's nine. It's now 10 o'clock, and I have to get up early tomorrow. So we are going to be ending the stream, the very last online Big Blue stream, and in about 5-10 minutes. So I'm going to give everyone here a chance to pontificate a moment. And we're going to start with the Dahmer because he is calling in, and by my math, and it's 10 o'clock here, so that means it's 4:30 in the morning in the UK. I know I'm right. But we're going to start with Dahmer. We're going to give you
Tim.
Yes, sir.
I actually have to go, so if I may start.
Oh, Dom, can you hold on a moment? Okay, then we're going to start with T-Brad.
All right. Peace out to the show, man. It's cool meeting everybody. Sad to see it go, but I know it's going to be back. And Tim, I got your number, so we'll be in touch. Yeah, we'll be in touch anyway. We're definitely going to the Giants home opener. So my family's definitely going to the Giants home opener. Figured out the date. I'll get tickets, and we'll be there. But I'm going to guarantee that Tim's going to do a draft show. It's going to be too many things going on. I wanted to throw a curveball for y'all to sleep on, and that's, would you trade Daniel Jones for Derek Carr and just play with Derek Carr? Just threw that out there. But anyway, everybody just keep pushing, stay positive, man, and it's been real. So peace to everybody.
You've always been a good friend, a good contributor, and like I said, I think the one live stream I'm gonna do is gonna be a draft stream. So everyone just be prepared. Just be prepared for that. And like I said, I appreciate you always, your honesty, T-Brad, your humor, your grace. Anytime you've come on, you've always handled yourself above and beyond reproach. And I do greatly appreciate it. And like I've said before, I do consider you not only part of the show, but a friend as well. So I mean, and Dom, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm not gonna say nice things like that to you. So just be prepared.
I got it.
All right, peace, fellas.
All right, T-Brad.
T-Brad is out. All right, Dom, we're gonna, Dom, and I know it's late your time, so wrapping up the final live stream of Online Big Blue. I'm gonna give you your final thought because I'm frightened of James right now. So I'm gonna start with you, Jared. So Dom, the floor is yours.
Taking his Xanax. James is just taking his Xanax. Give him a moment, he'll be fine.
I gotta give him 6 minutes.
Look, it's been a blast, right? I love coming on. I love hearing different views, and it's an opinion where you opinion is opinion. You invite opinions as long as they're not stupid. They got to be backed up, and you're listening. You might not agree, and that's what the platform's given. It's been a lot of fun. So I want to say thank you for that, and I also want to say, James, you were so entertaining, man. But the only thing I want to say is, look, I am optimistic for the future of this team. I will support this team regardless. It's my team, and I will always support them. And right now, I trust Shane and Dable to get it right, and I just hope they make the right decisions in the off season. I think they're going to have a lot of difficult ones, and I think next season could be a tough one. It's been a great ride this season. It's been great fun, way beyond what I thought. And I think the future for the Giants is bright, and I look forward to seeing that success come down the road. And I want to end on that positive note.
Well, ending on a positive note, and Dom, it's been a wild ride, man. Even with you've been one of the OGs. You've been an original member and one of the very first people to come on the show. You've flown in. You stayed with my family. You have become part of this family. And like I said, it's you and James are like two people that I talk to almost every single day. So I mean, it's always been appreciative. The abuse that you take at times, is always out of love. It always comes from a place of respect. And like I said, you are, even though Online Big Blue may be going dark, the new show is coming up. We may not be doing live streams anymore, but you're one of those people that I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna not talk to every day anymore, just because because the Giants are a team, the Giants are a sport, the Giants aren't life, but the Giants are what brought us all together. And like I said, you'll always be my little Dahmer.
Wait, just one quick thing. I still had to talk to you.
Listen, motherfucker, you're going on block in about 30 seconds, so don't you fret. The sassy Dom comes out late.
Spicy Dom.
The spicy Dom comes out.
I'm just waking up. It's 3 a.m.
I was going to say 3 a.m. your time. So, Dom, we're going to let you go to bed because I'm going to wrap it up with James. But like I said, I will talk to you tomorrow.
Will do. Take care. Bye, guys.
Have a good night. Thank you again. Thank you again for coming on, Dahmer. And then there was 2. Epic rant. I will say that, James. Epic rant to say the most. And they always say you leave the best. You always say you leave the best for last. And before I'm going to give you your final thought, try not to get emotional here, because I don't get emotional, but sometimes I get a little emotional. You are like a brother to me. You know that. I am going to get a little emotional. I've talked about that. We've talked about that numerous times, that we had this connection within moments of talking to each other, that we like the same things, we do the same things, we have the same personality, and you have been a huge part of the show as well. And I just wanted to thank you.
Oh,
and I'm going to leave it at that.
You've been a blessing to not just me, but everybody on your channel, the Giants community. Your camaraderie, your information, just you being a genuine person. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you love Jaws as much as me, which is really weird. But now I don't feel weird. Now I don't feel weird because you like that movie as much as me. So I tell my girl, I tell people like, look, I'm not crazy as you think. But seriously, I really appreciate you letting me come on and just go crazy like I just did, as a just crazy fan. Giants brought us together, but even if I don't watch a Giants game for the rest of my life, you're always going to be a brother to me. And people in the chat, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for just accepting me and supporting our brother. He's been good to us. And I know you're not really going anywhere, but this channel, it was like a lifeline for me. I appreciate just hearing some real factual stuff sometimes, and somebody that's not afraid to say what needs to be said. And I really love you for that, man. I love you for the person you are, and thank you for everything and accepting me, into your home like you did. And it's been interesting to say the least, and I can't wait for what's next. And I'll be.
There's always, like I said, this isn't the end of the journey. This is the beginning of a new one. And I think, while we're not going to do live streams, while we're not going to do things, I do think I'm going to try to have like people on, during the episodes. So, I mean, we'll do special guests, and yeah, even like Mr. Alvarez is saying right now, I hope James can be a special guest. And I think we're going to do that. And like I said, you will always have the open door, not only to my home, but also to the new Giant podcast and New York Giant Straight Talk. So James isn't going to go anywhere. James going to, but this has been a 3-year ride. It's been with its trials and its tribulations, and I hope that at some point in time that this maybe it comes back in a different way, in a different format. But like I say, I think the biggest thing is, we said it best, it's the interaction with the chat, it's the interaction with the fans, it's the interaction, not fans of saying I have fans of the channel, but it's the Giant fans, and it's the interaction in the the comments section, that I really felt that it pulled everything together. And like I said, I can't thank you enough for for your support and your, I don't want to say loyalty because that's a weird word, but just your
man, we're brothers. No, loyalty, friendship. No, you can say that again. Yeah. We're old school. It's fine, man. Like, no, it's like with your neighbor. Like, I didn't forget about that. So no, it's always loyalty, brother. It's always friendship, loyalty.
It is. But I'm gonna drop you off for a second because I'm gonna say my final goodbye to everyone. But like I said, I do appreciate you coming on and having one of the most epic James rants in the history of people.
No, I'm sorry for that. That was crazy. That guy
that was
just, I don't know. He just got through. I'm looking at that like, what the heck? He's like, oh, I got this guy's. I didn't even know you thought. It's like, you got some guy's autograph I never heard of. Okay, what does that mean? Daniel Jones still sucks. Congratulations.
Peter Goliak was a kicker. Was the first soccer style kicker in the NFL.
Oh, okay, so that Daniel Jones doesn't suck, I guess. Okay, but now, thank you, Tim. You've been great, man. We love you. We appreciate you, man. Love you so much, brother. For real.
I love you, brother. And I'm gonna talk. I'll talk to you tomorrow. that doesn't change. I will still be texting you tomorrow. But let me drop you out so I can say goodbye to everyone else in the room. So, James, I appreciate a big salute to you, and I will definitely talk to you mañana. All right, guys. It is 10:10. And like I was telling James, this is the end of Online Big Blue. Yeah, it definitely is. But it's not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of it's the end of this journey. It's the beginning of a new adventure. And I see a lot of people in the room, JR, you're right. It's been a hell of a ride. Same with Joe Rev, and most definitely not talking as just like on TV social media, definitely real talk. Irish Rover coming in with thank you, Tim, for being so nice to me, and I've always will be there for you if you need me. Irish Rover, of course, went to the game, one of the games with me, and we are donating November, December's, and January super chat money to the Wounded Warrior Project, and Irish Rover's real name. We're gonna be doing that. It's tough. It's something that I did this channel with no expectations because I didn't even want to do the channel. And I've told that story a million times before. I started doing shows daily during COVID because someone asked me who was actually in the hospital. At the time, I've told the story a million times before, that he asked me if I would do a show for him daily till he got out of the hospital. And I will be happy to say that he has recovered. That gentleman has recovered and is doing much better and is doing very well. But we started doing a show a day for him during COVID, and we've kind of carried it. We carried it through for a while. We've seen the ups and the downs. We've seen, we've seen Joe Judge. We've seen the drafting the second quarterback, the rise and the fall of Saquon Barkley. And it's hard to believe it's only been 3 years. We've only been doing this for 3 seasons. So it's difficult to believe that in some ways we are coming, to the final moments of Online Big Blue. And there'll always be Online Big Blue LLC because that's the parent company. But like I said, we have the new pod the new pod's already out. The new show will be weekly. So don't unsubscribe to the channel because the new show is going to be right here. And it'll only be weekly, and we won't be doing live streams anymore. But it's tough. It's tough. And what does JR says? It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing what you have in store for us in the future, pal. I definitely. Petro says, you're the only man that keeps it real. Thank you for being the man. I appreciate that. Dom coming back, still up since I echo Average Rover's comment. Brilliantly put. No Fly says, glad time you are part of the community. This community needs a guy like you, a truth teller. I wish you'd come back and do a weekly live. Well, we are going to, like I said, we are going to do a week. We're not going to do a live stream. No more live streams. No more live streams. I'm done with the live streams. And honestly, and I will be 100% honest about the live streams. It's not that I don't like doing them. And the reason why we always donated the money is because of the fact that I feel that as a true Giant fan, I never wanted money. I never wanted money to do this. I never asked for money to do this. I never asked anyone to provide it. And I don't begrudge anyone that takes money. But if you're doing something as a passion, if you're doing something as something that you feel that you need to do, you don't take money to do that. You don't take the money to do it for a passion. So, I mean, you got to kind of leave it at that, and that's why we always donated the money. And I always thought that a lot of people did things like this and shows like this because the fact that they do it for the money, they do it for the super chats, they do it because, and there's nothing wrong with making money, but, I don't like it when people that don't get super chats get ignored. And I had someone in the very beginning tell me, hey, listen, you'd get more super chats if you stopped reading everyone's comments. And my thought process was to him, I said, well, honestly, people showed up in the room to listen to me pontificate for 2-3 hours or whatever it is. I'm going to read everyone. I said, if it kills me, I'm going to read every fucking chat that's there because you took the time to be a part. You took the time to be a part of this. And I wouldn't be able to do this if people didn't watch it. So the thing that thought in my mind process was you need to respect the people that are coming in, giving their time to make you successful. And I appreciate every single person that's come in here and every single person that either hates me or dislikes me. But you know, I even appreciate the people that did it that way. Blair says, thanks again, Tim. You will miss the live chats and your knowledge. I appreciate that. I'm just probably going to go on a couple other channels. Joseph Clark coming in saying, sorry, show's ending. I get to be a final super chat. And of course, the final super chat is all the super chats this month are going to the Celtics did. Knicks did beat the Celtics. Okay, good. So they blew that fourth quarter. I was watching the game as I was doing the show. They blew the fourth quarter. Celtic pride. It's here. We got Petro saying the beast that mentally we need. I appreciate that. Logic's finds another one out there. Here's to you. I appreciate you, Logic's finds, because you so many different things that you have brought to the show. It's reached that point at this moment where you know the party needs to end, and you procrastinate. You're hanging on into the you're hanging on to the final moments, and you're trying not to let the party end, because you know once you walk out the door and once you get in the car, it's done. And we're kind of at that point right now. I was just reading a text message. So we've kind of reached that point, and I don't really think I can think of anything else. I did it my way. I got to do it for Frankie S. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, a few to mention. No Fly Zone, I love you too, brother. Dom D, you're the best. I'm glad you're still doing a weekly podcast. Oh yeah, like I said, we got the weekly show. For those that don't know the weekly show, it will be, I believe, every Thursday. It's the we have to do the hold on. We got to do the thing here. We got to promote the new promo. Hold on, because the weekly show, if you don't know, is going to be right here on this channel. And of course, the new channel is New York Giants Straight Talk. It's already been a podcast for a bunch of years now. It's going to be the weekly show, which is going to be about 45 minutes long, is going to be here on this channel. So don't unsubscribe. And we got Mark Thompson coming all the way in from Barbados. And Mark's been on multitudes of times. Says, hey, Tim, when it's time, it's time. A big blue toast to you. I appreciate that. Logic's Finest says also, as a fellow Gen Xer, Tim, I understand the knowledge, the passion, the clear thinking. You gotta have clear thinking. It's almost like I feel like when I take these headphones, it's over. That it's done. And it is done. It is over. The final hurrah. The coup de grace. I'm like I said, it's difficult to end, but like I said, I appreciate everyone. You'll like I said, stay here for the new channel. You'll still be around. You know, you get the show come in once a week. So, you know, leave your comments, because I'm still going to communicate as much as possible as I can through the comment section. You also can still, just to realize Johnny Carson's last show, I'm still going to answer as many comments as I can, and also just follow us on Twitter and Online Big Blue 1. I will still answer comments there as well. Without the serenade for Beth Midler, you know, and I think with that, I think we got to give it. I think we got to give it one final time, and then we're gonna have to just. Hello, everyone. This is Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. All right, everyone, for the final time.